Perfect. We are live. So, hey, Gems, this is your girl, Chantel, the Gem herself. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Kink and Tell with Chantel, the Gem. Today's episode is a little impromptu. So just roll with me here, y'all. Don't come for me because you'll get blocked. Love you all. So, with that being said, I am here with one of kind of like a day one. Honestly, you've been kind of here for a real big part of my journey, actually. Well, ever since I've been in Billionaire Boss Babes, which for me feels like, another version of me. Yeah, it's a transition. Anyway, y'all. So I'm here and I am here with one of my dearest, Jean. She's going to go ahead and talk about her platform and everything. And we're just going to kind of get into a conversation kind of like we do. Feel free to go ahead and tell them where to find you and what they can come to you for and all of that stuff.
Well, my platforms are still kind of new for the most part. Facebook, of course, is Jean McKinney is my regular page, and my work page is Infinite Juju 13. I'm an intuitive reader, spiritualist. I just added spiritual life coach under my belt. I got certified a couple of weeks ago.
Yay!
I figured I wanted to get certified not just for me, but to put people in a more comfortable position where I'm already trustworthy, but feel more trustworthy to them, and to expand myself and learn more areas so I can help more people.
Yes.
I'm not on a lot of platforms. I'm on TikTok, which is Infinite Juju 13. Everything is Infinite Juju 13. If you look that up, you'll find me. That's just
Yay!
So.
Yeah, I like simple.
My website is, I have two of them. One of them is shopinfinitejuju.com and the other one is infinitejuju13.square.site. Just in case something happens to one page, I still got a backup plan. So I always want to be accessible to the people.
Smart. See, okay, this is the genius at work. Okay, so the whole series is called Black Women in Business. My previous episode was with a life coach, so she's in the same realm that I am, and we kind of talked about life coaching and things of that nature. So it's actually kind of divine intervention, hence the name. That my actual scheduled person that I was supposed to interview actually didn't show, and I'm actually here with Jean, because it actually kind of transitions a little bit better than the other one. Go figure, won't they do it? Right. So with that being said, I kind of want to talk about like, how did you get into, okay, well, let's do this. How did you know the moment that you wanted to share your gift with other people? Like, was that a transition for you? Was that hard to?
It wasn't really hard. So the funny thing with my spirit team, I get messages all day, every day. It's not a real big cutoff time for me. When spirit speaks, God, whatever you believe in or follow, when they speak, I have to listen. So I worked at Mary Black for about 2 years. I used to go to the Spartanburg Regional Hospital in Mary Black and do housekeeping. But when I got off work, I would take my shower, calm my nerves, and go on Facebook and do messages. So Infinite Juju actually was launched for the LLCs May the 6th, but I've been doing readings on Facebook and walking in my path since 2000 and I want to say 15 actually. But I just really had a chance to realize and recap how long I've been doing this. It was quite amazing to me. I was like, dang, I've been doing this for a while. So I already knew that this was going to be my path because anything to do with the supernatural spirituality, I was there. And I want to like get the gap between how people look at things from, a Christian aspect to a spiritual aspect. It's almost all the same for me personally. Spirituality just makes you more accountable.
Yeah.
You don't get no excuses.
Right.
Being a Christian, for some people, you get an excuse. You pray about it, give it to God. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a lot more to that once you walk a different path.
Very true. Very true. Yes. I never really. That is very true. And I don't think I ever really came to the forefront of my brain, but that's actually I think that's a lot of the reasons why a lot of people that I know move from religion to spirituality is because they.
I apologize. Yeah. Offended anybody in that aspect, but I didn't mean it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I think that a lot of people move from religion to being more holistic and spiritual because of that aspect of it being, they want to be more self-accountable, or they know people who walk that other lane that refuse to be self-accountable. So they try to be the opposite, and they end up finding themselves within, the other side of it. So that's a great point. I like that point. With that being said, so I know that you are a service-based and a product-based business. What products do you make?
I make homemade Florida water, which is known in the spiritual community as spiritual water for cleansing. You can make it for prosperity, abundance. It's an all-around everything. You can equate it to holy water, as if you on the religion aspect. It's like holy. Mop with it, cleanse yourself with it when you do ritual works. When you're feeling down and out, depending on what herbs you put in it, it can be used to spike your emotions, to calm you down in all kind of areas. I have, of course, everybody got candles nowadays, but my candles are intention candles to help you with love and protection and prosperity. I got a little bit of everything. I got juju in a jar. I have stretchable waist beads, which everybody has. I have money rice, but everything I do is with intentions and prayer. And it's a little bit more deeper to me because I want people to understand you are the magic. These are just tools. These are things to keep you grounded and keep you focused on the goal at hand.
Right. Yeah, I like that, because some people try to position it to where the item itself is supposed to bring you whatever you're focused on.
For me, I feel it's the knowledge of what you're doing when you're putting herbs and prayers and things. And then also the tool does help. Let's not act like it doesn't, but you are the main source. And if you don't, your magic is not going to work. Your manifestations is not going to work. We're all connected to the Most High. We're just trying to get there in a different way. That's all.
Very true. Very true. I think that it's very interesting because the way that you go about your items and the way that you talk about them has more of a, I want to say like a down to earth, homey type vibe about it. It's not a sales pitch.
I didn't think of it like that. I just really make my products to help people. Like, anything I do is a help related situation, but with me also, me doing intuitive reading and spiritual, I do event healing is like we talking now. Your mom or your friend's tired about that boyfriend you ain't never gonna leave. I don't know you. I'm not tired yet. So I'm gonna give you a spiritual aspect and a physical aspect to get through the situation. And while you're venting, I want you to heal. So you can't heal if you don't let it out and you don't pull back the layers of the situation. So that's why I call it venting healing session.
Yeah.
So while you come to me too many times, girl, didn't you supposed to leave him last month? Your blessings, like what's going on? You want to share your blessings?
That part. Yeah, that's a big part of coaching too. So,
and I didn't realize I've been doing. That's why I didn't realize I've been coaching all this time. So,
yeah, been coaching literally all this time.
I just felt like being helpful. You know what I mean? I was like, kind of spiritual coaching and everything in between. I was like, oh snap. Less.
I love it. Yeah, well, that just means that you've been already walking your path before, you even really had a name for it. You were just helping, which a lot of people don't do. So I like it. I like everything about it.
I'm here to help. That's my main goal. I tell anybody, like, what's your end result? I want to be the old lady in the back, the juju mama in the back that do work that everybody know, but everybody don't know. But I can be helpful. That's my ultimate goal. I don't want to be famous. I want to be known, but not known about, if that makes sense. I kind of want to be the whisper, if that makes sense in the room.
It does. Yeah. And I love that, because not everybody's ultimate goal is, that picture that they keep pushing in front of everybody, that, oh, you can have, the 6-figure, whatever, and the yacht and the, Miami trips every 2 days and like all of that stuff, like that picture that they pull from a lot of people who are in the public eye, and what they want, they push it in front of everybody like, oh, here, this is what you get if you do reels every 2 days. Like, not everybody's goal is the same. So I enjoy it.
What's
I
meant
like this.
for you, it's going to be in different aspects, in different ways. Of course, we all want to be financially stable. Don't get me wrong. My goal and my mission is to help, but I don't want to be poor either. You know, I don't have to be a millionaire. It'll be nice, but I wouldn't consider myself as wanting to be a millionaire where I have 15 different cars. I'm going to be reasonable. I maybe need 3 at the most. But I want to be comfortable and be able to move when I want to move and how I want to move. But my goal is to make sure I'm making a difference. While I'm making money, I want to make a difference.
Yeah. So what do you think is the biggest challenge of being in the spiritual realm and actually having your LLC?
Ooh, LLCs, I want it to be legit. And I did not know it was going to cost this much. I did not know it was going to be these many steps. And being spiritual just walks the path of getting out of your own way and your ego. Everything is aligned by spirit, period, point blank. And I know in my heart, if I keep doing what I'm supposed to do and help people and do what's right, spirit, God, ancestors, whatever, is going to put me in the right direction. That people are going to be able to help me as much as I can help them.
Right. I think I've come into feeling like, everything happens for a reason, right?
I used to hate that saying. Ooh, I used to hate that.
Ooh. I love it.
Somebody passed away or it happened if you don't, lady, now I kind of get it. Because even with being on the spiritual aspect, the aspect of death is not the same to me. I still hurt either, but they don't want me to go in depression. They don't want me to look like Thinner, the movie. They don't want me to, you know what I mean? You have to live on. If you had a conversation with your loved ones and you told them you was going to do X, Y, and Z, honor them and do X, Y, and Z. You don't have to cry and be upset all day long. Of course, never forget them. But you still living. They want you to live.
Yeah. And of course, with, the aspect of everything happening in the time that it's supposed to, and we are all, like vast spiritual beings just here in the 3D realm, moving in the 3D and interacting with each other. I always look at it as like Grand Theft Auto. So like there's main characters, right? And you're like pulling people out of cars and like, trying to get to wherever you need to get to. But then there's always those people who are just walking around and just yelling at each other and just doing different things. Those like the non-important characters. Like you are like the main person of your story. But then you have like everybody else who's just kind of like interacting with each other and they're all like moving around and they don't really talk to you unless you bump into them. Like I always see it as like, well, unless you're, going to wherever you need to go to and you need to bump into whoever to get your car fixed or whatever, then you're really, all of the other people are just doing the same thing that you're doing. We're all just kind of moving around, trying to, navigate this 3D realm. And I like the saying that everything happens for a reason now, way more than I did before, Serves. Like,
now I do.
Yeah.
Like, I want to slap you back in. Ooh, don't say that to me.
Yeah.
Telling me my hurt is for a reason. Get out of my face. But now I understand.
Now, yeah. I think it takes a level of understanding that you only get with time to fully understand that people are, divinely guided to be in certain places at certain times. And it can really be like a millisecond to like a minute that literally changes your life. You being there literally, like, especially like those videos where like people move like out of the way like the last second and then all of a sudden like the whole ceiling falls down and people are like, oh my God, like what if they were there for like a minute? Like perfect example, people. Perfect example.
So true.
Perfect example. That is life. That was the little moment right there that showed you that is exactly what life is. You are literally moved to be where you're supposed to be at the right time. Yeah, I love that. Which is part of the reason why I love my group so much, because I like seeing everybody interact with each other, and I like seeing I like helping people. So I realized that one of my strengths is not networking and navigating through, different planes of, different groups of people. And I love that one of my powers is being able to, oh, you need so and so? That's crazy. I just met someone who does so and so literally like 3 minutes ago. Like I've always been put into the place to where I'm able to put people together to get to where they're going. And I love the fact that my group is made for everyone to kind of like interact. And I did like business matchmaking. I sat there and I looked at the people who wanted to be in it, and I was like, oh yeah, you definitely need to be in it because I have so and so who is on this path as well. And oh crap, yeah, no, you're going this way too. Like, yeah, come on. Like it was really fun like doing it. And I still get people who, want to be in, but it's not for everybody. I don't want to taint the well. And I know that just because everybody's on their spiritual journey doesn't mean the same thing.
That I understand that's hard sometimes for me. I'm not gonna lie, I still get nervous doing readings. I still get nervous putting myself out there because everybody and their mama do readings. The baby that came out the womb doing a reading. You know what I mean? So it's like, where do you find yourself other than just being your authentic self and your true self? And people will find you, but then you got to get out your own way.
True.
It's hard because I still be like, oh Lord, okay. Oh, I'm gonna go live today, and then like TikTok. Oh my God.
Really?
What? Every time I flip, it's somebody doing readings. I'm like, do I really want to be on this platform doing readings? Because then you got people that's not operating from an understanding of every reader is different. Everybody's gift is different. Some people can read fertility. Some people can tell you if you're pregnant, not only if the Most High gives that information. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. So you have people coming to you asking you the craziest questions. It's me. I'm the type of reader, you're going to get mad at me, baby, because I might not even answer that question. Let's get you to work on your intuition, your feminine energy. Let's activate you before you come to me and pay me X, Y, and Z.
Right.
Is he cheating? You know what I'm saying? Am I pregnant? Are you using protection? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to the real questions before you spend X, Y, Z amount of money on something you could have dug into yourself and found the answers.
Right.
I'm not that type of reader. And if I don't feel like I know, spirit won't tell me, I'm not gonna do that. I'll send you to somebody else that I know knows. I don't play like that. I don't like that.
Yeah. I have seen on TikTok a lot of people kind of try to use people who are actually like card readers or just anything in that realm as kind of like it's a weird dynamic. Like they're going to find like all their answers to like life in general. Like, should I walk outside today?
That's dangerous. That's dangerous. So if that's the case, you should stay in the religion aspect. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You're not really trying to find you. You're not connected to the Most High. Spirit, God knows everything. We're an extension of the Spirit. So we know a little bit more than we give ourselves credit. But you're not the God of the sky. So say you are the God or goddess within you that is connected to that source. So you things, miracles, but your mind or your heart is not opened enough and you have not done the proper work to channel through those areas. And I think that's what people don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that statement. I do. I see a lot of people who ask all kinds of questions. And it's just like, well, how did you expect her to answer that? Like, and then I also see the opposite end where people are literally just watching. I've seen people just like sit there and just like watch. And it's kind of interesting to me, the dynamic of reader to, everyone else, because I read only for myself. I've never read for, like a group of people or people in any aspect. And I always do it for my personal. And if I have, a message that comes to me is that, it comes to me more than once, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I was supposed to share that one. I don't know. like maybe that wasn't just for me. Like maybe I should share that one. But I don't typically go straight to, you know, reading for everyone. And I think that certain people that I've seen do it, you can tell that that message is probably more for them than it was for everyone. And they're saying it out loud and telling everyone, like, somebody here needs to hear this message. Like, honey, it's you.
Yeah, because it's funny because Spirit will do that to me. And if I've noticed, and I try not to do it a lot, but I guess I don't want to say it's my signature, but I know in my mind now that it is, because I'll do a reading and I'll be speaking and Spirit will give me the answers, and I'll mess around and I'll be like X, Y, and Z, and I'll pause and I'll be like, damn, you playing Spirit. Okay, I get it. That was for me too. And then I was like, did I just do that out loud? Okay, it was my message and yours. I received because people don't think I'm crazy now, because I know I'll stop and I will listen to Spirit, and I'll just, you know, take the time, then I'll say whatever they say, and then I'm like, oh shit, that was for me. Okay, well, if you called it, you called it. If you didn't, you didn't.
Right.
Whatever. If it helps, it helps. But you're still channeling, even when you do a post. You may not use that word frame of readings or spiritual messages. It could just be a message. You're still being obedient to Spirit. You're just not doing it in a boastful way.
It does. It does. Yeah, I never thought about it that way, but that's absolutely true. Yeah, no, I enjoy these kinds of conversations. I'm going to have I think two of them actually. I'm going to have a audio room about money manifestation, because that is something that I definitely practice here in my house. And then I'm also going to have an audio room about words being spells, because I catch myself a lot of times for the people who are around me that I absolutely adore. When talking to me, you're not about to just say anything. Love y'all. Especially if you're speaking on both of us, or if you're speaking on us in general, or me, or whatever. Like, careful with them words. And I will correct you, make you take it back, make you rephrase, make you. We're gonna have a whole moment, break down why you just said what you said, and then correct it. And you know, I can get on some of my people's nerves with that, but I don't really care.
But protecting your space and knowing what's what, that you've already elevated to that level. Everybody's not there yet. Just like I try my best not to say good morning. I learned that from my godparents, because in the morning you're not in mourning. But I mean, I'm only human. I don't want to be too spiritual. You know what I mean? Because some people not aspect. So me, like grand rising, everybody, I do it, but sometimes I revert back to good morning. But you know, it's all about your comfort level, and you don't never want to seem too uppity or too spiritual and forget, you know, I'm spirit, but I'm still on this aspect. So I gotta give people time to catch up. And some people don't want to change their dialogue, and that's okay. But when you talking to me, I know how to receive things and move it around. Just like I told somebody the other day, me and my fiance was talking, because she's a spiritualist too. She's like a tarot. When we know, we'll watch a movie and certain things come on, like little reading stuff. I'm like, I ain't finna read it out loud.
That part.
You conjuring the whole something, and it's on the movie, but people don't know better. They reading out loud because they like to read, but you just invited a whole entity in your house off of a movie. Be like, that's fake. How? When you go to about demons and spirits, and do you even really know what spirit you? We ain't gonna get into that one, but you know, I don't want to make nobody mad. I was about to say something.
No, I completely get it. I'm the same way with songs and music.
I'm gonna drink my.
I'm the same way when it comes to music. Like I'm, you know, I get, you know, that certain things are in and certain things are, you know, popular or whatever. And I bump Cardi B with the best of them, but you ain't gonna hear me sing every lyric out loud. Just not something I'm finna do. You did to the best of them.
And it's not even just that. I think aligning yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally and spiritually in different aspects helps you and even your family. That's what, like the trauma situation. You don't want to talk to your children how your mom and dad talk to you if it hurted you. So not being funny, going back to religion don't always teach you that. Religion teaches you, you do this, you do that. I'm the parent, you're the child. Okay, but if you go deeper, these children are your ancestors. They're your family members in a child body form. So how are you treating your family member that had to come back in this realm if you believe in reincarnation?
Right. Yeah. Make sense. It don't be making sense.
It's so much deeper. Spirituality is a rabbit hole. But I love it. And call me Alice, babe. I love it.
Right. I was supposed to say, I love it here. Absolutely love it here. And I think for me, it was a lot easier for me to be in this realm because I had elder family members who were already here. So
listen.
Yeah, it is, and I've come to fully understand how much of a blessing that is because I do have friends that their entire family were Christians, and then now they're in spirituality, and now they're fighting with their family because they don't understand each other on that level, or not understand each other, but the openness of just people being who they are isn't there. But for me, when I'm gonna say I was like, let me see, my little brother was born, probably. So I'm gonna say about 9-10 years old. I was in my aunt's house in Philadelphia, which is where I'm originally from. And I was in the bedroom. I was asleep. We were visiting family. And I was laying with my head near the window. So I had a window like right above my head. I was asleep. And all of a sudden, my dad, who passed away when I was 8, like tapped me and told me, get up. And I woke up, and all of a sudden my hands are like this. Okay, I'm laying down, and all of a sudden my hands are like this. And I catch the entire window pane fell out of the wall onto me. Like, it wasn't a new window or anything. This is a window that's been installed for years. Okay, decades even. All of a sudden, it comes right on top of me. And I catch it. Which I had a situation where, my dad passed away when I was 8. And the night before he passed away, I had a dream that he was shot, which he was shot. So I have always had gifts and always been connected. And thankfully for me, I had an aunt who was already in this realm who nurtured those things within me instead of stifling them. So I was able to grow into them instead of shutting them off and then trying to, find my way back in. So I've been very, very gifted and thankful. Thank you guys. Since a very young age. But I know that that's not the same for everybody. So when I listen to other people's spiritual journey, I like hearing how they got to where they were. It does something for me, letting me know that, because I know not everybody's journey is the same, obviously, in every aspect, So it's just interesting to me to have conversations like this with other women who are in the spiritual community, because I know that we all get there in different ways, and that's kind of the purpose, right?
Yeah, that made me think when I was younger. Oh wow, that's crazy. So I can say I really first started seeing spirits when I was young. I can't remember what age. I was living in apartments called Toll Parkway a long time ago, and I used to see. Okay, it don't matter. I used to see entities walking up my steps, and was like, "Why do you sleep with the covers over your head?" I was like, "So they can't see me, and so I can't see them because they know I see them." Are you crazy? No, 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 ma'am. I as clear as I see you, I seen them.
Yeah.
And one day, my brother, I was a baby when he passed away. I seen, and it's gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna say his head floating through my room, and I was like, "Oh, this head is coming around." She was like, "Girl, you crazy." But I described to her who it was. She was like, "That's your brother Jimmy." I didn't know who that was at first.
Right.
Still young.
Right.
And she was like, why you keep seeing him? I said, I don't know. So for me, it's like a constant thing. If we go somewhere, to a store or anywhere, depending on the energies, oh my God, I be sick as a dog. Don't
Yeah.
let it be a area where people done been hurt, or
Mm-hmm.
even like the taboo, or what everybody say, slavery. Oh my God, don't let me be in the boondocks in the country.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And my fiance, we be driving, she be like, you okay? Because she can tell when something up. I was like, I can't be here.
Yeah.
Feel them. I see them.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Ditto.
and spirits
Ditto.
like come to me either in their normal form
Oh
or
yeah.
passed away.
Weigh in. Yes. Yeah.
I be
Yep.
sitting around, they be like,
Yeah.
so how was your day? And I be about to tear up. So you okay? Oh, I gotta go. I can't stay. I can't stay here. It's crazy, but I would not change it for the world. I
That
would
part.
not change it.
That part. Yeah. Same. Same. Yeah. Hmm. I think I've come into contact with more and more people who can see them, or who have the gift of sight, in
Crazy.
different ways. And I've come in contact with so many of us as of late. Um, so taking that in, I understand. But yeah, good talk. I like our
Yeah,
talks.
I hope do answer all the questions for business.
You're fine. You're fine. No, you're perfectly fine. I've realized that this was going to go where it needed to go. Like that's the best way for it to happen. With everyone else, it kind of needed a little bit of structure because, we were talking about, finances, or, being business coaches, and that was the topic. But today's topic was divine intervention. So wherever it went is where it was supposed to go.
I'm just grateful that I'm still finding my feet. I'm still a baby to its aspect, but I can honestly say I'm grateful for the people that come in my life. I'm grateful for my fiance, because if it weren't for her, I couldn't even help people, because this is my 9 to 5. She holds down the household and the bills, so I can have the wiggle room to help people.
I
So I'm
understand.
not in the best financial standards, but I know in my heart, if I don't get it on this realm spiritually, I done racked up millions, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Same here. This is my 9 to 5. This is what I do all day, every day, talking to people, getting things organized.
Yeah, I'm just blessed I have a partner. So I thank Spirit for that. I thank God for that, because she might ride or die. She's very spiritual as well. She just got to put herself out there more. And I'm going to work on that with her as a couple.
Yeah.
But we're going to be all right. That's my
Show
baby.
is. Oh, I love it. I love it. My baby's at work right now. What
Oh,
time is it? 4:57. Yes, she's at work.
I'm the sweetheart. She the one you don't want to play with. I'm
Every couple
a
has one.
pillow.
I love that. Okay, so every couple has that.
I'm a pillow. I'm like, peace, love, and light. And she's like, don't trust that bitch. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's the opposite for me and mine. Okay.
Okay.
I'm definitely the we will see. And she's definitely the come on in, sit down, let's have tea. And I'm like, don't cross my threshold before I say, like, let me sage you. I don't trust you.
Yeah, that's my.
Um,
I love her. My baby. That you don't want to play.
yep.
Sweetheart. She got a good heart, but she not dumb. I'm the just. You need a hug. And then later I'll be like, oh, my spirit said X, Y, and Z. She like, oh yeah, huh?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it. I love it. That's the conversations we have too. That's funny. Um, that's hilarious. Oh, no, I miss her. Anyway, um, anyway, I'll talk to her later. Anyway, but yeah, no, that's funny because that's exactly how we are. I'm a Gemini with a Pisces moon and a Pisces, yeah, Pisces moon, Cancer rising, and she's a Pisces with an Aries moon and a Capricorn rising.
See, that's the crazy thing, and I want to say that too before we get out here. I want it. Well, for me personally, I want people to understand you do not have to have 1,000 crystals, 1,000 light every candle, do every moon ritual to be spiritual. That is not the case. Because me, I don't even do signs.
Mm-hmm.
People are pushing me into doing readings for signs. I don't. Because for me, I feel like that's limiting people. I feel like sometimes people use their sun signs and this, that, and third as an excuse to be whatever. And you know what I mean? I don't know about me. I could care less. I know I'm a Scorpio. That's all I need to know. But for me, it's interesting to hear people say stuff like that. But I wonder what's my sign and da 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 da. I looked into it, but I don't register it like that. I'm like, because I don't even know if I'm a real Scorpio. I don't know, because Scorpio is supposed to be so mean and blunt, and I'm half of that.
Well, because we operate, I know you're not really interested in it, but the way that it generally goes is that we operate with our loved ones and the people that we care about out of our moon sign, not out of our sun sign. Okay. So to the people that I love and like care about, I love like a Pisces. So I'm sappy and crying all the damn time and all that crap.
See, that's all the time. I don't get it.
It's because you operate more like your moon sign than you do your sun sign, which is perfectly fine. So the people who don't know you, they may view you as your sun sign because they don't know you for real. Like for the people who like follow us or just see us in general, like on like Facebook or whatever, and they don't really have a conversation with us, I can see how they may see me as a gem, which I use for, marketing reasons anyway. So please do. But generally the people who I care about, who are in my inner circle, who know me, have a conversation with me, they'll see the softer and the warmer side of me, which is my Pisces. And then my rising being a Cancer just means that I'm always swimming in water. I'm always emotional. That's fun for my spouse to deal with. That has nothing to do with me.
See, now you're making me gonna have to figure all this out now.
I use it more so for me to understand myself. I'm a very introspective person. I love learning. That's the Gemini in me. But I love learning about myself. That's the Pisces in me. I love understanding myself so I know how to better help other people.
I like
the way that I can navigate dealing with or understanding how people may see things as well, because I have ADHD. So my brain works backwards.
Okay.
So I like to understand, where do I fit in this with you? How can I help you? And it helps me use my strengths.
A lot of people not going to tell you that. This is my point of view. I feel like a lot of people throw out their signs too much. Don't do that. That's how people can. I don't think people really think about it. They be like, I'm such a such. You giving people the opportunity to work you if they do work. I don't think a lot of spiritualists or people tell people that. That's just like giving out your social security number in the spiritual aspect.
That's true.
I'm kind of happy. I'm a little naive of that part of me. But me look into that more, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, you can give it to yourself.
My spouse is a Capricorn.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, she's very, very rounded.
That makes sense to me.
So smart. I'd be like, let me take pieces of you to put into me, because I'm just a free spirited la 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 la. So I try not to let nothing get under my skin. Not too much. I have a very unbothered spirit about certain things, which probably is not a good thing, but hell, that's just me shit.
It's all a good thing. You're made exactly how you're supposed to be made. I'm very interested though, if you do look into your chart on what it is.
I'm gonna let you know. I ain't gonna tell everybody else. Y'all hoes ain't gonna
gotta put private information. Perfectly fine. I like learning things. So anyway, with that being said, we've been on here for like 40 minutes. Child, it has felt like 20. But we have been on here for 40 minutes. So I'll go ahead and let you enjoy the rest of your day. I already started doing the work for the flyer and everything. So that's going to be posted literally like right after I finish this. I gotta, put the time and whatever, and then I'm gonna post it, and then I'll send it over to you, so that you can post it and you can see people. People can come watch it for you and share it for you or whatever you need to do. But that's it, y'all. That's enough time of us. Yeah, this is for the free, and I don't do a whole lot for the free anymore. So, thank you though for coming on last minute. I appreciate you so much. And this has been Kink and Tell. Oh, yay! Yay! All righty, love. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.